going to be on tonight.
Are we live? Hello, can y'all hear us?
Hey, everyone.
We're having some audio difficulty. Hey, Mark.
It's coming from your computer.
Okay. Can y'all hear us? Can you hear us? Oh, yeah. Okay. They can hear us fine. Okay, that's good. Okay, guys. Hello, everybody. We're having some audio difficulty for some reason. Don't know what we did wrong, but everything's wanting to echo tonight. So I had to put the mic way over there. Maybe now try to put the mic back over here and see what's okay. Is that good, guys? So let's see. Go in here. Yeah, that's muted. All right. I blame Josh for technical difficulties. Hi, Mark. Yep. All right. So, our special guest hasn't showed up yet tonight. So we may have to wing it, guys. Say hello to Lucky James Eller.
Hey, James.
Papa Rouse.
Hey, Bill.
Beth at BN.
Hey, Beth.
Us. Odyssey. Mary Ann's in the house.
Hey, Mark.
Mark. Bad Idea Lab.
Hey,
Hello,
Mary Ann.
Joe. Christine. Kristen. Sorry. Kristen. How are you, sweetheart?
Hey, Bad Idea Lab.
Oh. Say hello, Bella. Say hello, Bella. She's like, no.
Hey, Kristen.
Gotta be on the table. Johnny, why? That you both have rusty tombstone. Whatever. Be nice or be gone. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Bella's like, okay, all right, I'm in my position.
Okay.
Your butt's hanging over the table. But yeah, guys, unfortunately, when you schedule these, this is what happens. Sometimes they don't show up. They get their plans crossed. So we'll wing it tonight, right? Yes, Miss Bella is in the house. She's got to be. Lord, we sit down, a half hour ago, trying to figure get this all set up and everything. And she's been going nuts. So, Clayton Craig. Why so many stickers? This is our sticker boards. Anybody's got channel stickers, they send us stickers. And this way we can kind of promote their channels. and we collect them. And then what extras we get, we give away in a sticker pack. But welcome to the channel. All we ask is that you keep it family friendly and be nice and respectful. And we all are one big old happy family. So yeah, welcome, welcome. So this is Tuesday night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I lose track of days. What can I say? Oh, we got up early this morning. Rick had a doctor's appointment. So we've been to town and back. And if anybody knows where I live, that's a journey and a half. You almost take, well, I was going to say pack a lunch, but quit digging at your teeth, please. You forget you're on camera. Oh. Marianne says, yes, it's Joshy's fault. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this one I just don't know. Boom. What if I delete the comment? Boom, boom, boom. But anyway, so guys, so what's new with you?
Hey, Dirt Devil detecting.
Dirt Devil, hello, honey. Tonight would be a good night for you to come up. We haven't got a guest in the house yet tonight. I'm just saying. And Beth, well, I'm trying to get Beth and Neil up one night too. I forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if anybody knows where we live, I started to say you're going to have to pack a lunch, but luckily there's a McDonald's and all the other places in town to grab something to eat.
Yeah.
So Mark, I don't even know what it is, honey.
Do you want me to smurf Clayton?
Not yet.
Oh,
yeah. When they're new in the chat, if they come back the second time, then I'll smurf them. Yeah, he's been busy. I can understand. Danny D is in the house. Well, Beth, we could do like a girls' night. Get a couple of girls up on panel.
Hey, Danny D.
And do a girls' night, right? But yeah, I was really looking forward to having Gene up, but I'm thinking somebody said he's going to be a special guest. I wasn't it mainly Dirt Fishing's 4th of July hunt. He was going to be a special guest. So
hey, my money mess.
He's up there.
Hey,
Double
Ellsworth.
trouble. Hello. Hello, Ann. Hello, Ellsworth.
Hello, Ellsworth.
But guys, I want to show you. I got my, I forget I'm on that camera. Got my Grandma Kelly mug in. My second one. My first one came in, the handle was broke off. But they replaced it quickly too. But I got new merch. Got new merch for all of you that's been asking. Ta-da-da-da. Look at that. The Miss Bella mugs. And we have shirts like with that on there. And I know I got the shirts and the mugs so far. There's somebody out.
No, down the road.
Well, they're taking their good old sweet time. Sound like they were in my yard.
No, they do. They went.
We got some strange kids playing on four-wheelers and little motorcycles. Well,
And so cute, Miss Bella.
yeah, Miss Bella is so cute. So we do have the Bella line out now. So yeah, I ordered us a couple of shirts, or at least a shirt. So hopefully that comes in pretty soon. And Danny D says, Bella, Bella, Bella. One thing about with this setup, you don't get to see much of Bella, do you? But sorry about that. But she needs to lay down and be good. So I was going to ask Papa Roush. That's what I was going to do a while ago. So, Bill, did you get out and go
I
hunting
had
yet?
to go.
Oh, you had the goat cart out yesterday.
With Lacey. Hey, Williamie.
Hey, Williamie. How are you, honey? Great. I know you've been wanting to get out and it's been so hot. So yay for Papa Roush.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you got to get out. I keep saying I think I figured a way to get Rick out, but it seems like we get busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh my word. And one day he wanted to clean his building out again. Still got to make room. So I had to climb up in the loft or climb up on the ladder in the loft and start pulling stuff out because what we're doing is like something he has a couple of them up here. I'm taking one down south, you know. All you got was trash, some spent 22 shells, but had a great time. That's the main thing. Right there is getting out, doing what you enjoy doing.
Hey, Kenneth Bird.
Kenneth Bird, hello, hello. Now
Hey,
we're trying to
Flying
get
Arrow.
everything done for her graduation party on Sunday. That is awesome. Mr. Zaxon's in the house.
Hey, Zaxon.
Zaxon just saying we're looking for somebody to fill the guest spot seat tonight. So yeah. So if you want to come up, let me know. But yeah, we've been, like I said, anything duplicate, I'm trying to fix it up to where I take it south. And I keep getting this plan, right? When I come down there, I'll go to like thrift stores and yard sales and stuff like that. Rat, hello, hello. And I will get clothes and I just leave them down there, right? And so that way I don't have to carry a bigger suitcase back and forth. Well, I think I'm replacing my suitcase with a tool case. Because it's like, okay, got to take that south. I'm going to take that south. Rat, honey, how are you doing? How was your hunt? I seen, oh gosh, brain fart. Riddle's Relic, didn't he join you down there? So, yeah, I'd love for you to come up and tell us about that. Jared, how's Miss Skittles? Oh. Papa Roush is saying he hopes that Zaxon can come up on his live tonight. It was wonderful. Thank you. Yep, Randy and his daughter and Scott. That was awesome. Yeah. Speaking of which, Papa Roush, your sticker pack will go out tomorrow. Slept all night last night. That's the joys of a new parent, right?
Yeah.
When them kids get sleeping all night. I kept saying I was going to take the stuff to the mailbox Monday. We got busy out in the building. And of course, I got to remember that I get overheated easily because of medication. Yeah, check your spam mail. And so I overdid it. We went to the 4th of July parade and I was just done. What day was that? That was Friday. I overheated and dehydrated and stuff. And so this weekend I was like, I'm just so tired. And then we were working in the building. And yesterday
What do you mean my youngest 18 and doesn't sleep all night?
What do you mean my youngest is 18 and doesn't sleep all night? Mine's 30 almost. And he don't sleep at night, period. The heat has been terrible. Yeah. So we work out there for a few hours, and then I've got to come back in. And I've never slept a full night. Yeah. Your 4th of July find. Probably, but it's not jumping off the top of my head right now. I'll have to go back and check it out. And I actually got Rick to clean out the carport. And yeah, right. Bells work.
Wake up scare. Yep.
When they get up, they get up.
Hey, 5 Mile.
Yeah, where we've got the carport that we got the pontoon on. Of course, it's open in the front and the back. And wind loves to blow through there, right? And you wouldn't believe at the pile of leaves we got out from under there. Because we've been just on like extra lumber and stuff. We slide it under the boat, put it in the shed. So we went and cleaned the shed out yesterday. Engagement ring returned today. Oh, really? That is awesome.
Angie, your package should be there
Cool.
tomorrow.
And guys, like I said, we are guests. We must have got our wires crossed or something. So if you want to, if y'all want to come up and tell us about what's been going on, that'd be great. Just let me know and I'll drop the link. Carport, I thought that was a storage
unit.
Exactly, right? And since we've got this new hobby we're going to start, we don't throw hardly anything away. Has the format on the lives changed, or is it just me? Am I missing something here? Okay, no, the formats have not changed. We started going the verticals so that we're going to see how it impacts our views and our subscribers. Because some people are saying that they get more views on the verticals because the verticals will come up in the short feeds. And so we're doing the verticals. And also, when I have a guest up, I'll take that hour-long interview and I will clip stuff from it and put them up. Well, when we do the vertical, then I can get everybody in the clip too. So, yeah, showed up in my short feed. Yeah, I got a message. One of the shorts, because I put stuff up for members first and stuff like that. So, and Jared thanked me for sharing.
Yeah.
You know, one of his shorts. But yeah, so we're trying to see if it helps improve the numbers. Because as y'all know, not being able to get out right now is being Madison, Maine.
Hey,
Hello,
Madison, Maine.
So yeah, if anybody wants to come up, just let me know. We don't even have to do interviews. We'll do a chit chat on what you've been doing lately. And but yeah, 5 Mile, it's just a thing to see if it betters the channel. And it really works out great when there's 3 people. So you'll notice a couple of my first interviews where we were doing the horizontal. When I was clipping the shorts, I could only clip, I would have to center it on, which of course you center it on the guest, you know.
You can put them in Rick's spot.
Put them in Rick's spot. Shorts will hurt your monetization. No, they've been helping mine. Because my shorts, I get in short views. And I'm actually making a little money off of the short views. Not talking about little money. Okay. But where we're out, we're not being able to get out hunting and stuff. The views are down. Okay. I'll just put it like that. Our view count's down. I mean, it's still good, but it's down. And so, how short are they? Danny D says, not that short. No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Super hard to keep up with that chat.
that's why I was asking. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Because when it's set up like that, it's different. Let me go over there and see. Yeah. Well, I'm on my laptop, so it ain't going to show me diddly squat, is it? Duh. But yeah, I know when I'm on my phone and I'm watching like Grandma Kelly and stuff like that and the verticals, it's like you get this smaller chat thing. So yeah. Michael Stevens, hello.
Hey, Michael.
Welcome in. Guys, I didn't want to, I hate that I feel like now I misled y'all, but we did have a scheduled guest tonight. But of course, if y'all know that person's always busy. So yeah. So Michael Stevens, how are you? So yeah. What else we got to talk about tonight, Rick? Rick's like, what, huh? Rick is still learning. He is a managing mod. So he's still learning all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael Stevens, where are you from? All that good stuff. Get to know the fam here a little bit. But yeah, we had. God, you're getting old when your days are. You're from Washington D.C. That's awesome.
Mod him.
Quit. The second visit they get, unless somebody can vouch for them. Oh. Quit. Lay down, Bella. Thank you. So yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. We did do a fireside chat the other night when we were cleaning out the building. We had a bunch of, is it Sunday? Saturday. Yeah. Because we thought Rob and them wouldn't be going live till about 10. And then we didn't realize it was over on Papa Roush's. So Papa Roush, sorry, we stepped on you a little bit there. So yeah, it's just been crazy around here. Running back and forth to the doctors. We went today. Now I got to go back tomorrow. And then we're good for another week, I think.
Yeah.
But we did get out. I did go see the parade at the community at a town near us there. And I got that video supposed to have dropped maybe it drops tomorrow. Because yeah, guys, I was sitting at the doctor's office today, right, editing it. And it's like, okay, I got it edited. So on the drive home, I uploaded it, So there's that. And then, like I said, I got overheated. We were going to go up there and watch the parade because the county seat, they put on their parade like at 10 o'clock that morning. Then they'll have little activities in the ball field and stuff, mostly for the younger kids. And then the fireworks later that night. Well, it's too hot, too humid to stay over there all day. And it's about a half hour drive, so it's not like you can go watch the parade, drive home, then drive back, then fight traffic, right? Trying to get a parking spot and all this stuff. So we went to the local parade up here. They had it. It's like at 6 o'clock. And they were going to do fireworks after that. But like I said, I got overheated. And it is so hilarious, guys. I was going through editing it today. It's the only parade I've ever seen where they actually have a traffic jam. A couple of them. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There was nobody there to close the road down. And this one truck just comes through there, stops on the bridge because the parade's on the other side of the bridge.
Hey, medical.
Hi, medical. And I'm thinking, there's a road right there. Get off the road. Get off the road. Go up that other little road. Get off to the side of the road. No, he sits right there on the bridge. So the parade is actually having to go, because, they'll take up both sides of the road. They're going back onto the one side of the road, around the truck, and back up through there. And I'm thinking, yes, well, we're from West Virginia. And so I'm thinking, okay. And one part, which I edited out, I says, how does it feel to be the idiot that blocks a parade? But then they come up and they turn up by I know, like you all really know what I'm talking about, right? They will turn up this road by the railroad tracks into a big parking lot. Well, the fire department decides, oh, our department's right there. So let's turn around and get back to the fire department.
Yeah.
Which that worked out pretty good because there were some people walking in the parade, so it gave it a gap.
Hey, Scott McCleary.
Hey, McCleary. And so then I guess everybody else decided, oh, okay, the fire department's turning around. Let's all go on through. So I get out there. I get my big butt out there in the middle of the road, and I'm like, stop. There's a parade coming, idiots. But and then they're trying to get the other fire department out so they can get back to their station, because what we try to do around here is, because it is there are volunteer fire departments, is like, okay, station 600 is going to be away from station, so let's get station 500 to cover their area. Well, apparently, of course, it's the 4th of July. They couldn't get nobody to cover their, so they're like, okay, we need to get in and back out. And so I'm trying to stop traffic. And in the meantime, there's a line of traffic, and then the fire department's behind them. And the parade's still coming. And they're like, what are we going to do with these cars? I said, send them up this alley, turn them around, and park them. And they're like, what? I said, go that way. So I'm out there in the middle of the road, directing traffic, trying to get the rest of the parade through there, And then it's like, okay. And this one guy got kind of smart with me. Well, I'm just going up here to the store. I said, well, if you can get through that crowd and get into that parking lot right there, you go right ahead. He's like, well, if I had enough room, I could turn around right here. And I was backed up and said, go for it. And I guess, he wanted to go get his beer or something other for the night. But yeah, it was hilarious, right? And my brother, he's like, next time I'm going up over to the railroad tracks and I will stop traffic. But when our fire department came back through, our chief, he was laughing because which we still are members of the fire department, we were more active with them. He all got stuck flagging. So when he comes back through there, he just shakes his head and just starts laughing, because here I am out in the middle of the road flagging. And I mean, honey, we're not talking city roads. We're talking country roads, right? And I'm standing in a spot where, thank God I weren't any fatter, because, well, then again, they could have knocked some of my fat off.
Hey, Ringo and Czar.
Hi, Ringo. It's, I'm literally, I can't turn sideways because there's traffic on both sides of me. And I'm not talking. And one of them is a big rig. He's just shaking his head. And I'm like, what can I say? But I thank him for waiting, because he said across the bridge, and he waited till we got the fire departments and stuff straightened out, and because, like I said, it was a cluster. But I guess you got to expect that, right?
Yep.
When you don't have anybody blocking their roads, But anyway, again, showing my new merch off, the Bella mug.
No, lay down, Bella.
So, but yeah, anybody want to come up and tell us about 25-minute drive from the camp? The girls still, she's safe with, which is not yet. That is good. So yeah, but anyhow, after we got done with that cluster, I told Rick, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. It was hot. And he's like, well, let's go over here and see. Oh, Bella. She's like, Daddy.
Yeah.
She the churches line up along the streets and they have stuff they give away. Lay down, Bella. Good girl, not on the computer.
Hey, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey. And so we went, of course, the one church where they had barbecues. So we went and got us a couple of barbecues. We're bringing dinner home because this old girl ain't going to go home and cook. And then Rick's like, well, let's go over here and see what this church has. And they had hot dogs, wasn't it? Yeah, hot dogs. So we came home with hot dog barbecues and some stuff, But yeah, it was just, it's so cool. Like I said, the churches set up and they have like free water, pop. That one church had the hot dogs, chips, pop, and it's all free, And they had, I guess the fire department had brought in some blow ups for the kids. So it's kind of nice. I mean, it's not bad for a small town down here. When I'm talking a small town, I'm talking, I sort of say no stop sign town, but the side roads have stop signs, but it's a very tiny community. So yeah, it was nice, but yeah, I'm like, I've never seen a traffic jam and a parade before, at least, one that could have been avoided. But yeah, and Rick's like, well, don't you want to stay for the fireworks? I thought, buddy, as mad as I've been, I've seen enough fireworks going off in my head. And I'm like, no, I'm hot and I'm tired. And I realize now I had started taking my medicine again, which one of them makes me real susceptible to heat in the sun. And it's like I told Rick, I spent 3 weeks in Florida. Didn't even turn brown. Not a come home first day mowing grass and I get blistered. Yeah. So, but then I realized, I'm taking my meds again. So, so that was fun. Rick just laughed at me because I had my little tank top out, and of course, I got my headphones on. And I'm just beating around the yard, just da 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 da. I come in, I went, ow. So it's been a weekend, and like I said, I think we found a way to get him out metal detecting. We just haven't found the time to do it yet. And I'm thinking about just making him go and hold the camera or nothing, just be with me so we can so that we can do some magnet fishing with a firework. Someone even shot an artillery shell firework at the side of my brick apartment building. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Does your community have stoplights? No.
No.
There may be some in the upper end of Lincoln County, out toward Alum Creek and stuff like that. When you get near the freeway, get near the interstate.
Missed my bedroom window by 6 feet.
Oh, it doesn't. No, that would scare me. Around here, most of the younger people have grown up, so there wasn't even much fireworks going on, around here. And then everybody's too broke to buy fireworks if it don't come with your monthly alcohol or
Yeah.
I don't know, they don't get it, I mean, whatever they. Yeah. So yeah, that's each year here too. Yeah. Minor conflict anymore. A few years ago, it was that. Oh, honey.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad around here at one point in time. The neighbors would actually start getting together instead of having going off this house and this house and that house. They would all just get together and put them off. Down there at the mouth of the holler was the worst. They'd get on that bridge and put them off and stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's when Teresa lived down there.
Oh, it was even before she moved in down there.
Hey, Neil.
Hey, Neil. How was work? But like I said, a lot of the younger kids have grown up, moved out. The working class is no longer working. When they're ginormous and stuff, yeah. Past 1 a.m., it's not. I'm not. Yeah. See, that's what I say. As long as they're respectful about it and stuff like that, I think it's great, and it could be a lot of fun. We used to, as a family, because we had family always coming back from Florida about that time, and they'd stop in where it's legal to buy the bigger stuff. And they would always bring home bunches of fireworks. We would go back onto Knob Field where my uncle he mows it off as hay, and it's on top of a mountain. We always called it Knob Hill. We'd go back to the knob, and we just lay there in the grass, and Dad and them would be putting off them fireworks. I mean, it would seemed like it'd go for hours. And then it got to where we had to start being careful, because then the other neighborhood kids, they were sneaking in onto the field. Well, when you're setting off fireworks like that, you need to know where everybody's at. Madison, Maine says not allowed after 10 p.m. there. Yeah, but good and well they do. Some people will push that. Try living in Detroit at that time, around the 4th of July and New Year's. And yeah, that ain't happening no more, no how. So what you all do this weekend? Allowed July 3rd and 4th until 10 p.m. here, but still have them happening. Yeah. I mean, face it, the police aren't going to run out. Oh, I hear fireworks going off. let's go. Won't give them a
Yeah.
warning, or because they just come out and say, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this after 10. Um, abide by the rules. And those who enforce it. Our cops don't respond to fireworks complaints. Yeah. See, that's honey around here. I think our sheriff has what? We have a sheriff and a deputy.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, small town politics is ridiculous. One sheriff lost. So before the new sheriff took over, he fired the deputies and got the, what do they call it, the committee or whatever, to postpone any new hirings. So basically, he got rid of the police department and set it up to where they can't hire anybody. But they're starting to work that out now. Hi, Mark. No customers were on the firework tent. Yeah, we have, and like I said, where we're in a small town, we have to drive an hour to get to a town where you can get the firework stands.
What was
it above freezing, Mark? Of course, down south, you see firework tents set up anywhere and everywhere.
Hey, Johnny Small Pepper.
Hey, Johnny. And then, well, yeah, last week I did see a few tents when we were in Huntington, firework stands and stuff. But yeah. But what I say is, you'd have to drive an hour to buy fireworks, and people are like, yeah, no, so, now used to my brother and stuff, they would all get together and they would go over into Ohio and buy a bunch, but where they would go buy them at is the place that there was this mentally challenged person, and some guys talked him into lighting one of the firecrackers in the tent. And I think he ended up killing like 4 people. Started a big old huge fire and stuff. We didn't buy any. Yeah. Almost every corner here in Des Moines. Yeah. In the Walmart parking lot. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what people realize. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a step up from a toy. Let's put it that way. It's for adolescent enjoyment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they act like adolescents when they're around them. And that's what really gets people hurt. So, but I'm glad to see you all were safe. 104 inside my motorhome. So guess what I wasn't wearing?
Hey, Cherokee Dad.
Hey, Cherokee Dad. How are you? But yeah, I mean, I thought about going down to the riverfront for their big fireworks display and stuff. They just don't do it like they used to do it. They used to have they put on a big concert. One year they had like Lee Greenwood down there. Now that's something. Hearing Lee Greenwood actually singing Proud to Be American while the fireworks are going off, that was awesome. But then I've seen like Motley Crue down there. I've seen different artists there. And then, of course, they'd have the barge out there in the river and they'd let off the fireworks. They really don't, they don't. Now, in Charleston, they may have still went all out, but
Yeah.
I ain't driving all the way to Charleston. I ain't fighting the traffic.
No.
I mean, that's just the only parts of Charleston I like to see is if I take the long way south. And that's when they go around Charleston. You don't even get off the interstates. But, so yeah. Speaking of birthdays, I know somebody's got one coming up. Uh-huh. Yep, somebody's got a birthday coming up Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wonder who that could be.
I don't know.
Miss Bella? She's
Nah.
like, what? No. Kane just had his. Little man just had his yesterday, and mine's the 16th. Yeah. Oh, Mark, the naked detectorist. Oh, I've got something to say, but I won't say it. Keep it family friendly, Angie. Keep it family friendly. Oh my gosh. It's so bad.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Been out riding the golf cart.
Just got back home. Awesome. I almost wore your shirt tonight. I almost did. I almost wore her shirt tonight. Oh, I was just thinking. I don't think I'd want to see Mark.
No, you don't want to. Don't think it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. All right. So, is anybody else's mind went to the gutter like mine?
Yeah, hers went right to the gutter. You want to talk about that? And I'll talk about the girl at the gas station today.
The girl at the gas station today.
Oh, you didn't see. You didn't notice that?
Oh, the one that was getting in the black SUV with the short shorts on, leaning over with her butt shining. Nope, didn't see her.
You didn't see her?
No.
I thought she had a bikini on. What it looked like from the back.
No, those were cut off
shorts.
Were
shorts. I know they were short.
Yeah. Why do you think I almost hit her?
God.
Put her back in the car real quick, didn't I? What's that line from?
Was triple birthdays last week mine? Rose, cousin, and the youngest brother.
Yeah. What movie was that with Kathy Bates? I'm older and I got more insurance.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. That little butt stuck out there. Get over, get out. And she's standing there and she's got her car door open. It's not like we've got,
Hey, J. Paul.
In there. Hey, J. Paul. It's not like you got the 10-foot, it's not like the big city stuff. And, so it's like basically I should have waited for her to close her door. Fried green tomatoes. Yes. I should have waited for her to close her door to where I could pull up, but I made her do that quick, like and in a hurry. Those little short shorts could move, I can't help it. I love fried green tomatoes. I'm growing up to be Kathy Bates. I just don't give a crap.
Hey, Johnny's Corner.
Johnny, you working tonight, honey? Oh my gosh. But yeah. I didn't see those little short shorts. No. Checking in while at work. Yeah. That man works more than anybody I've seen. Well, I won't say anybody I've seen. Yeah, he works a lot. Did J. Paul go hunting? You miss your short shorts.
got
Oh,
a break, so chilling out.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all, son. Unfortunately, our guest didn't show up tonight, so you're all just stuck with me and Rick. And Rick's not talking very much. So what do you got to tell us? What do you want to tell us?
I don't know. I just found trash scrap. Nothing
Nothing
cool.
cool. Yeah. J. Paul went, and it's all I find. But hey, I'm happy when I find that. Because at least I know my beep beeps are working. Right? See, when you find and stuff like that, you could always say, I was practicing my targeting skills. You know. Yeah, it's got to know where to dig the hole. So you practice your targeting skills.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Full of doctor's appointments. Doctor's appointments and disappointments. All the appointments, you know.
Yeah.
Another 5 weeks off work.
Yeah.
So that's going to put us August the 12th.
August 15th.
No. 12th.
15th.
We got it straightened out.
No, I go back to see him the 12th.
Yeah, but you're off to the 15th.
I'm
yeah.
off to the 15th.
Yeah. Video out. Had a fun hunt under a rainbow. Oh, medical. Have you got a link to that? Drop that so we can all check that out. Mark the senile detectorist.
Hey,
Which,
Mark.
you know,
Senile detector.
literally, Rick has been off since February.
Still haven't seen a surgeon.
Still hasn't seen the surgeon. So his whole summer has been screwed up.
Yeah.
Anything out of the ground or water is a good find for the environment. Exactly. Exactly. So what are they saying, Rick? Nothing.
No.
I'm not one of these people that will like jump and grab a lawyer, okay? But he's been off work since February, in pain since February, dealing with this since February. And he was supposed to went last week.
Yeah, I was supposed to go last week.
Go ahead.
But they rescheduled it. But it wasn't even scheduled.
See, he goes to the same surgeon to get injections in his knees. Okay. So he went last week to get injections in his shoulder and in the one good knee that it's not covered under workman's comp. So they're like, okay, yeah, we'll schedule you in to see the surgeon then. He's not even in that day.
Yeah, he was at the VA that day. They said, oh, he's not in there on Tuesdays.
So it's like, well, we got surgeries next week, so we should have clinicals the following week. Come back in 2 weeks.
Get your appointment for 2 weeks.
He goes out to get the appointments, and the nurses are like, the receptionist's like, I said,
Oh, he said, he's full. But I said, I got to have one.
Yeah.
She said, all right.
She didn't like it. She said, well, we'll work you in.
9:45, we'll get you in.
I told Rick, I said, because we always valet park there. So I can drop him off the door, then just go valet park. I'm like, I'm going to go get the car. Because at that point in time, I was ready to.
Yeah,
I'm about to kick somebody's. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, she was ready to whoop somebody.
I was like, oh, yeah. I was just fed up. But I told Rick, I said,
and I go next Friday.
Yeah, he goes next Friday. And if they don't do something, I'm really seriously tempted to call a lawyer and say, hey, you know what? He's been off work since February in pain. And we've just been nice and just like letting them do their thing. We're hoping that we can get workman's comp to pay for the knee replacement. Because at least when he hurt it the first time, he was still able to work. He has to go get injections in his knees so they don't hurt as bad. But right now he can't even drive. I mean, he could, but he can't do it for very long because then he's in pain. He can't sit with his legs stretched out for very long because then when he goes to stand up, the other day he almost fell because it just gave out on him. Okay.
Yeah.
He can't walk on it for very long. You know, and so you see him, he's in the mobility scooter, which starting to mess with up here. That's like I told the doctor today. I said, well, I tell you what, if workman's comp don't do something soon, they're going to start paying for therapy for both of us. Because
speak up and raise Cain.
Yeah. Because I'm tired of dealing with this crap. And 2 cases took a lawyer to get anything done. Yeah. And I'm too old to be nice anymore, Mark says. Well, see, that's me, Mark. You know, that's my husband, and you're interfering with his life and his enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, so yeah, I'm giving them, see what they do next week. And I'm going to let them know I'm not happy, and they better be doing something because it's affecting him mentally and physically and financially. Let's be honest about it, you know. And that's like I said, we were cleaning out the attic. I mean, the buildings. Well, he can't climb that ladder. Okay, so I'm the one having to climb up and down that ladder into that loft. And with my neuropathy, my feet were like throbbing. You know, so it's just like I'm trying to take up some of the slack, and it's wearing me down too. After I was off on workman's comp so long, I got fired. So I went on disability. Well, you know what? Like I said, and then to top it all off, last night, you know, because I'm worried about his health and all this. Last night, Kane comes over, he's standing at my feet, and I rub him, his back and stuff, right? I'm like, they're not. So now my dog has got a growth on the side. I'm hoping it's just a little lipoma, you know, a little fatty tissue growth. But so now there's another vet appointment coming up. Neuropathy. No, because I can't get in to see my family doctor. Because she just graduated, and where she was a student resident, and now they hired her for a physician, there are so many avenues they got to go through that you got to call every month, and hopefully you can get in before they fill up. I don't know much about it. Well, you know how when your feet or something go to sleep and they like tingle and numb me feeling? That's mine all the time. You know, from like, the ball of my foot up. But when you're like on the ladders and stuff like that, they're more sensitive and they get sore and they hurt. I was off 3 years ago. 4 months, 3 years ago. This is one of the reasons they are in.
We were in a hole.
Yeah. See, that's, yeah. And there's Preacher. So yeah, I mean, you all saw the videos of him getting out magnet fishing and metal detecting and going on adventures and stuff. Well, you know, that was even after he hurt the same knee at work first time.
Yeah. But
he was still able to get out and enjoy life. And so, you know, now they still owe him money. Yeah. See, I'm looking for find Morgan and Morgan from these big companies. Oh snap! I'm late. Gotta run. Get back to work. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock, so it's about time for us to jump off here, so we
Oh,
can go
snap.
over and see Papa Roush. So yeah.
See you later, Johnny.
Be careful, Johnny. But I'm actually going to get off. I think I'm going to have me some chicken casserole. I made chicken casserole yesterday, and it was pretty good. So don't forget
to smash that like button.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps. Next week, we may have, because the way things seems to go, Mark TBH up. So we can catch up with him, see what's going on there. And then after that, the following week, I think it is the Chaos Divers. I don't have my book in front of me right off the hand, but Chaos Divers is a awesome channel. You all will love, hopefully you all will love them. I do. They're sweet people. So anyway, guys, we've been like a couple of old farts up here tonight talking about our ailments and doctors.
Doctor's appointment.
So I appreciate y'all sticking with us. Who took my wrench away? You only hit 8 people with it. I don't know. Standard mod. I just make you a standard mod because I don't feel like going through and fighting with that thing. Finally got him as managing mod. Yay. But anyway, guys, we love each and every one of you.
Yeah.
And we love checking in with y'all each week to see how your week has been, see how things are going with you. So, I thought the limit was 37. So we love you guys. And if you want to be up, send me an interview. Neil. Never mind. Love you guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Bella's like, oh, you want to say bye? Say bye, Bella. Say bye. Say bye to the people. She's like, where's the camera? You all move the cameras around.